Okay, so grade 6 girls, tell me last class which lesson we started with. What was the lesson's name?
For the bodybuilding?
Yes, what was the lesson name we started with? Levels of?
Levels of cellular organization.
Yes, levels of cellular organization. Okay, so Wateen, how many levels and what did I teach you? What levels are there in any organism, especially in multicellular organism?
Organ.
Okay, do you start with organ? We have
Cells.
yes. We start with cell,
Tissue.
tissue. Very good.
Organ.
Organ.
Organ system.
Okay. Is there a Lean with me here?
Yeah.
Okay, Lean. Can you say me what were the levels of cellular organization?
What?
Levels of cellular organization. How do cells start in my body? Cell combine to form
Tissue.
tissue. Tissue combines to form
Organism.
directly. Tissues will directly give you a whole organism.
No. Organ.
Organs. And then
It gives you organisms.
organ. No, Dean, listen.
Organ system.
Very good. Organ system. That's enough. That's enough. Organism we are because we are talking about organism. So levels of cellular organization is cells, they combine to form tissues. Tissues, they combine to form organs. Organs, they combine to form organ system. The best way, I give example, was nerve cell. That is in our brain, nerve cell will combine to form nervous tissue. These nervous tissue combine and give you brain, that's your organ. And then it gives a big system called as nervous system, okay? Did you understand? Nerve cell, nerve tissue, what's the organ? Brain and nervous system. Understood?
Yeah.
What all we have discussed in our last class. Now, and then we spoke about the difference between animal tissue and plant tissue. Remember?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before we start, animal tissue and plant tissue, can you just say me that there were 4 things that is present in an animal tissue?
Miss, can I say it?
Yes, yes, Wateen.
Nervous, epithelial, connective, and muscles.
Excellent. Excellent, Wateen. Even if you're seeing and saying, excellent. And even if you're not seeing and saying, fabulous.
No, I remember the...
Very good, very good. The short form, right? This is the best way to...
Yeah.
What did I say you? It was C. What was it?
C-E.
Yes, come on. You remember the word common?
Yeah.
C-M-E-N.
Yeah, C.
So, Lean, can you say, can you repeat common C for? Which tissue?
What?
C for, in animal tissue, I told you common. C, connective tissue. And
M, muscle.
yes. E.
E is wait, what was it?
Epithelial tissue. Yes.
And N is nervous.
Excellent. So I know you have come after 4 days. So that's maybe you don't remember it. But now, what can you see on the screen? Do you see a PowerPoint slide?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know organism is a living thing. Then I taught you about unicellular.
Multicellular.
I taught you about unicellular. I taught you about multicellular. And then we studied about okay, what is a tissue? It's a group of cells. I told you organ is a group of tissues. And then organ system is group of organs. Remember, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Group of cells. Organ is group of tissues. Organ system is group of organs. And then we studied about tissues, connection between structure and function. Structure is the arrangement, function is the activity. No, I did not explain you this. This we did not study. We will be studying it today. Before that, I need you all to see a video here.
Have you ever played a team sport? When you are play, you have a job, and the team depends on you to try your best. Without someone in every position, the team may struggle and possibly fail. Similarly, your whole body works together to keep you alive. Click the highlighted areas to discover more. When done, click the next button to learn about how cells are organized to perform functions that we and all other organisms rely on to live.
So you see,
Yeah.
they are talking about the digestive system, how the digestive system helps to keep you healthy.
Welcome to the lesson, Levels of Cellular Organization. In this lesson, you'll learn about the parts of organisms and how those parts work together. The vocabulary words for this lesson are organism, tissue, organ, organ system, structure, and function. Click each word to find out more about it.
Okay, so these are the
There are many organs in the human body, including the heart, lungs, brain, eyes, stomach, spleen, kidneys, liver, intestines, and bladder. The largest organ is the skin, which covers the entire
I
body.
think you know this from before, that our largest organ in the body is skin, which actually covers the entire body. About that, the
Yes, I
largest
thought it
organ.
was the backbone. That's all.
No, the largest, because see the skin organ, skin is an organ, so this is the largest, it covers the whole body. Okay?
Okay.
The largest internal organ is the liver, which can weigh between 1 and 2.5 kilograms, or between 2.2 and 5.5 pounds. An organism is any living thing that can carry out its life processes independently. Did you know that organisms can be made of one or more cells? Some organisms, like humans, are made up of billions of cells, while other organisms have only one cell. Click the images to learn more about how cells are organized.
These unicellular and multicellular pictures will make you understand more well. That's why first I explained and now I'm showing you the video.
Into levels within organisms. A unicellular organism is made up of a single cell. It doesn't have any levels of organization. A unicellular organism performs all the functions necessary for life within its one cell. It makes food or takes in food. It gets rid of wastes, and it reproduces. Examples of a unicellular organism include bacteria and amoebas. Plants and animals are considered multicellular organisms because they are made up of more than one cell. Multicellular organisms are larger and have longer lifespans than unicellular organisms. Many multicellular organisms, such as pine trees and rabbits, reproduce through sexual reproduction, in which a male sex cell fertilizes a female sex cell. The fertilized cell divides many times to form an embryo, which further develops to form all the specialized tissues and organs of the organism. Like all other animals, humans are multicellular organisms. The cells in multicellular organisms are specialized and organized to carry out specific functions. There are 5 levels of cellular organization in a multicellular organism: the organism itself, organ systems, organs, tissues, and cells. What do plants and animals have in common? Their cells are organized into tissue.
Because that day we have written the animal tissue and the plant tissue, right? What was common in them? That they both grow.
Yeah, have tissue that provide protection, nourishment, and support.
Yes, they're having same tissues that help us to grow.
Yeah.
Tissues. Animals have 4 types of tissues. These are nerve tissue, muscle tissue, connective tissue, and protective tissue. Plants have 3 types of tissues: transport tissue, protective tissue, and ground tissue. Click the highlighted areas of the images to learn more about the tissues of animals and plants. Neurons are cells found in nerve tissue.
Yes.
Nerve tissue.
Yes.
So if the tissue is the thing that lets you grow, does your organs
Yes.
they grow with you, or they
Yes, of course.
stay,
See, when the baby is
like
born, when the baby is born, imagine how much is the size of the heart. His fist is so small. When he closes his fist, you can see he has a very small heart, he or she. But when they grow, because the tissue will grow, the cell will divide, the cell will grow more. That's why the tissue and then the organ will grow, then the whole system will grow. Understood?
yeah, so everything grows, not only
Yes, for that they need proper food, proper diet. To grow, they need proper nutrients. The body needs proper nutrients.
Sends electrical signals throughout the body. These electrical signals travel from the brain, down the spinal cord, and through the body. Muscle tissue contracts and extends. It works with bones to support the body and allow animals to move. Think about what it might be like to live without muscles in your body. An animal's protective tissue is made up of cells that are packed together tightly. Protective tissue lines your mouth and protects and cushions your organs. It is also found in the outer layer of your skin. When cells work together to perform a common function, they form a tissue. For example, bone, cartilage, tendons, ligaments, fat, and the inner layer of skin are made of connective tissue that adds support and structure to the human body. A plant has protective tissue made of closely packed cells. A plant's protective tissue, like a skin, helps keep water in the plant. The cells you see in this micrograph work together to control the passage of carbon dioxide, oxygen, and water. Xylem and phloem are transport tissues in plants. Xylem tissue
I think in grade 5 I told you about the transport tissue, that is xylem and phloem. Even if not, you don't have to know much. Xylem.
transport is in the plant tissue, right?
Yes, transport. You can see here what I'm showing. It is in the plant tissue.
Yeah.
Okay, they have special organs called as xylem and phloem that helps to transport.
Transports water
But
from a plant's roots to its cells, and phloem tissue transports nutrients made in leaf cells to all parts of a plant. Most of a plant's inner cells make up ground tissue. Ground tissue in the leaves, stems, and roots is responsible for supporting the plant, as well as making and storing food. You've learned that organisms can be multicellular or unicellular.
Okay, Malak,
Let's
can
see what you
answer me this?
remember. How are multicellular organisms different from unicellular organisms? Click all the answers that are correct.
Come on. The first question. Malak, multi-organisms do not have levels of organization. True or false? Multicellular do not have levels of organization.
Yes, they do, miss.
They do have, yes. Next question. In unicellular organism, each cell perform all of the function. Uni means only one cell. So each cell perform all of the function for life. Is it true or false? Yes, Wateen or Leen, anyone?
False.
It's true that or false? Unicellular.
False. It's false.
It's true because see, uni means what? One cell.
One.
Cell. Each cell means one cell perform all of the function.
Good job! A unicellular organism is made up of only one cell that performs all the functions necessary for life.
Now coming to next slide, multicellular organisms tend to have shorter lifespan. Girls, multi has shorter or longer lifespan? Multicellular.
Multicellular.
They have shorter life or longer life?
They have longer life. Shorter life.
Because longer life, because one cell die, they can recover the other one. Because they have many cells. Good.
Yes, so shorter life.
In a multicellular organism, cell performs specialized function. True, they have special function.
You've got it! The cells in multicellular organisms are specialized to carry out specific functions that the organism needs for survival. Multicellular organisms have cells, tissues, and organs that perform specialized functions, and they live longer than unicellular organisms do.
Yes.
Why don't we play in Kahoot? Yesterday we played with the teacher of Islamic.
Kahoot, you played Kahoot?
Yeah.
Great. Inshallah, we will also play, don't worry. Especially I want in math, but we don't have time in math. So what we will do, we will play in our science class. Okay?
Okay.
Sure. Means it's working with you. Now you have your thing downloaded. Kahoot is downloaded with you.
Yeah.
I don't
have
have
Kahoot.
Kahoot. I entered.
But we
in
can
Google.
put it in Google.
Okay. No problem.
Multicellular organisms have organs. You have lungs and a stomach, while a sunflower plant has a stem and roots.
Now girls, I think the rest of the video I can show you tomorrow, and then I can start with the book. We can start with the book now. All right, where is your book here? We have finished with this page, right? We need to start with internal organs. Now here. We'll study about organ here.
Miss,
Hmm?
When I open the website, when I go to the messages, it said that you sent for me a message.
Really? I don't know whether I have sent a message or not. Anyways, try to upload your homeworks, girls, and send me through the message. When you see,
That's how I upload my homework.
you can see the email there, email. Go to email and send to your teacher. Go to معلمة, يعني you will send to your teacher. You will upload your homework. Take pictures of your homework. Put it in your,
Like for the math?
yeah, same way.
Okay. Miss, so we don't send for you the homework in the group.
You can send me there, but you know, there has to be some time there. You have to put also on the website, because the website, they said it is must that you must upload it. I will not say you always, but
From where the email? I don't know from where the email.
okay, I will ask and ask Ms. Wala to guide you all the all the students, how do you do it, okay? Now, a structure made up of collection of tissues. You know that collection of tissues is called organ. Collection of tissues. Collection of tissues is called
Yeah, organ.
yeah. You know the different type of tissues, they work together. Example, what is nervous tissue? I told you from the beginning. Nervous tissue means you will remember about brain. It sends message to the stomach muscle to tell the muscle tissue to contract. Even the tissues are interconnected. If nervous doesn't work, how will it tell the muscle tissue to move? That's why nervous tissue, it sends signal to the other muscle tissue. Then the muscle contract. When the muscle tissue contract, the food and the stomach acids are mixed and the food break down. Similarly, plants also have organs that are made up of different tissues working together. Here they are showing you how the tissues they work together. Like leaf is an organ that is protective to reduce water loss. Ground tissue for photosynthesis. Ground tissue is for making your food. And transport tissue move nutrients. All they are interconnected, girls. If one stop, the other cannot work. Stems and roots are organs that function to transport and store water and nutrients. The trunk of most trees is a stem. You know the trunk, the fat trunk is actually the stem. And the roots are below the root. Now see here. You know I have taught you about digestive system last year. Remember? Digestive system, esophagus, stomach. You remember all that?
Yeah.
Digestive, yes. This is the system. But where did it start from? It starts from stomach muscle cell. The muscle cell becomes stomach muscle tissue. Cell become tissue, tissue become organ. Which organ? Stomach. Then stomach will lead to the whole system that is called as digestive system. Girls, very important here. First, it is stomach muscle cell. Then it is stomach muscle tissue. Then stomach organ, and then human digestive system. Okay?
Yeah.
This is what all we have studied about the organ. Now coming to organ system. Same way here, plant cell, it becomes a leaf. That is a leaf tissue. It becomes a leaf organ. First it was cell, then it is tissue, then it is organ. Then of course the whole system will come. Now coming to organ system here. Organ system is a group of organs that work together to perform body functions. Each organ system has a specific job to do. Can you name some systems of the body, like digestive system? Can you name?
Yeah.
Tell me.
Yeah.
skeleton system, muscle system, respiration
Muscular system, right? Skeletal system,
Yeah.
urinary system, very good. Digestive, respiratory, and then
Yeah, respiration system.
excretory. Yes. So all
Yes,
these
excretory.
systems have a specific job. All right. Like stomach works with the organs of the digestive system. They need to absorb the nutrients from food. Other organs included in the digestive system are esophagus, which helps. What does esophagus help, Malak?
Esophagus help to get the food from your mouth to your stomach.
Very good, excellent. Now, humans are made up of many organ systems. All of the systems have specific functions to keep the body alive. This is what first for this page. And then next. What is the connection between structure and function? Very simple, girls. Structure is
I
something.
think the structure is like shape. Structure
Yes,
is
how it looks like, arrangement of parts. Function means
Yeah. Like a define.
yes, the structure of a cell, tissue, or organ determines its functions. That means activity of each part. Each part, what is it doing? That means function. Structure means arrangement. Function means the activity of each part. Cell, tissues, organ vary in structure. For example, bone cells look different from plant leaf cell. You know that every structure, when you look at it, they look different. Lung differs from stomach. Tissues and organs are specialized to perform specific function. Like example, lung is an organ made up of cell and tissues that work together to help you to breathe. Lungs are made up of tiny air sacs called as alveoli. Remember, I don't need to explain you much about this lungs. Last time I explained you lungs have bronchioles, and at the last it have alveoli. Remember?
Yeah.
Branches, bronchioles, bronchi.
Yeah, I
What is
remember.
alveoli doing? Alveolus is the plural. Alveoli means singular. It is exchanging gases. Yes, Lean, tell me.
Yes, I accidentally pressed on it.
It's okay, my dear. It's okay. Do you want me to explain the lungs again? You remember first the big branch, the two branches called as bronchi. Then the smaller branch are called as bronchioles. And then finally, this is the alveoli, the grape sac-like structure is the alveoli. These all are just explained as a structure. Okay?
Okay.
That's it for today's class, guys. Any questions you have?